Good morning and welcome to our channel. We often hear how drinking water first thing in the morning is one of the best habits you can have, and in many ways that's absolutely true. But there's something people don't always talk about, how morning hydration can actually become harmful if it's done the wrong way. Surprising, doesn't it? I mean, it's just water, but the truth is, as we get older, our bodies don't respond the same way they used to. What worked in your 3-0 SAF or 4-0 doesn't always feel good in your 6-0-7-0 SAF 0 SES or beyond. That's not because you're doing anything wrong. It's because your body needs a little more care, a little more awareness. You've got a lifetime of experiences behind you. Your heart, kidneys, digestion, they've been through a lot. So when you wake up in the morning, your body is in a delicate state. Hormones are shifting, blood pressure is adjusting, your stomach and muscles are still waking up, and if we don't handle that moment gently, even something as simple as water can backfire. In today's video, we're going to walk through 5 common mistakes that people often make when drinking water first thing in the morning. Most folks don't even realize they're making them. By the end, you'll not only know what to avoid, but also feel more confident about how to take care of your body in those first few minutes of the day. Where are you tuning in from today? Drop your city in the comments below. I always enjoy hearing from our community around the world. Mistake pound 1. Drinking ice-cold water. Let's talk about mistake number 1. Drinking ice-cold water on an empty stomach. Have you ever taken a big gulp of cold water in the morning and suddenly felt your stomach twist a little? Or maybe a chill down your chest. Some folks even feel lightheaded or get a headache shortly after. Most of the time they just shrug it off or think it's something else. But here's the truth. Drinking ice-cold water first thing in the morning, especially on an empty stomach, can be a shock your body isn't prepared for. Back when you were younger, cold water might have felt refreshing, maybe even energizing. But as we age, our metabolism slows down, our circulation gets more sensitive, and our internal thermostat just doesn't handle extremes the same way. So cold water can actually end up making you feel worse instead of better. Let me tell you about Eleanor. She's 76, sharp as a tack, and used to love her morning glass of cold water right out of the fridge. She said it helped clear her throat and wake her up, but then she started noticing that her hands would feel cold, her stomach would cramp up, and her digestion felt slow all morning. It wasn't until her doctor suggested switching to room temperature water that things changed. Within a week, her mornings felt calmer, smoother, and her stomach didn't feel like it was tying itself in knots anymore. That small change, just letting the water sit out a bit or using lukewarm water, made all the difference. Our bodies deserve a little more gentleness now. They've been carrying us for decades. The least we can do is offer them water that doesn't feel like a slap in the face first thing in the morning. Mistake pound 2, drinking too fast, and then bam, we dump a full glass of water down in one go. That sudden flood can cause your stomach to expand quickly, trigger bloating, or even make you feel nauseous or dizzy. Some people even feel a weird flutter in their chest and don't understand why. The real issue isn't the water itself, it's how fast we're drinking it. When we gulp too quickly, the body doesn't get a chance to process what's coming in. The kidneys kick into high gear trying to deal with the sudden fluid intake. Your electrolyte balance shifts fast. And for older adults whose systems are more sensitive, this can create a ripple effect that makes you feel off for hours. Walter, a 72-year-old retired coach, told me he used to wake up and drink a full bottle of water before his feet even hit the floor. He thought he was being disciplined and healthy, but some mornings he'd feel strangely dizzy, not all the time, but often enough that it bothered him. After explaining this to his doctor, they figured it out. It was the speed and the amount. He wasn't giving his body time to adjust. So he changed one simple thing. He started sipping his water slowly over 15 to 20 minutes. No more rushing, no more guzzling. And just like that, the dizziness disappeared. His mornings felt easier. His energy stayed more steady. Remember, the body doesn't want a flood first thing in the morning. It wants a gentle stream. Take your time, sit up, breathe, sip, let your body receive the water instead of being overwhelmed by it. Mistake pound 3, plastic bottles. Mistake number 3, drinking from plastic bottles left out overnight. This one might surprise you, especially if you're someone who likes to keep a water bottle by your bedside. I know a lot of folks do it. It's easy. It's within reach. It just seems like a good habit. But here's the part most people don't realize. Drinking from plastic bottles that have been sitting out overnight, especially in a warm room, can expose you to chemicals you don't want in your body. Even though it looks like plain water, that bottle might be leaching substances into the water while it sits. One of the big concerns is something called BPA, which is often found in older or lower quality plastics. And even if the bottle says BPA free, there are other similar chemicals in the plastic that can act in the same way once heat and time get involved. These chemicals are known as endocrine disruptors. They can mimic or interfere with your natural hormones. And as we age, our hormonal balance is already a little more fragile. Maybe you're taking something for your thyroid, or managing blood pressure, or dealing with blood sugar levels. When foreign chemicals enter your system, even in small amounts, they can make things harder for your body to regulate. You might not notice anything right away, but over time, people report feeling more tired, moody, bloated, or just off, and they can't figure out why. Let me tell you about Stanley. At 78, he'd always been good about drinking water. He'd fill up a plastic bottle from the tap, leave it by the bed, and sip it every morning. Seemed like a healthy routine, right? But after a few months, he started having more headaches. His digestion felt strange, and he was tired even after a full night's sleep. Nothing in his diet had changed. His doctor didn't find anything alarming, but after talking to a nutritionist, they pinpointed the issue: his plastic bottle. It was being refilled, reused, and sitting near a warm lamp overnight. He made the switch to a glass bottle and started pouring fresh water each morning instead of reusing old bottles. So within a few weeks, his headaches eased, his energy improved, and he felt like himself again. Nobody's saying a single sip of water from a plastic bottle is going to ruin your health. But if you're doing it every day over weeks or months, it adds up. Your liver, kidneys, and hormones all have to work harder to process these things, and for older adults that extra work matters. Mistake pound 4, medication concerns. Mistake number 4, drinking water on a very full or very empty stomach after certain medications. Let's think about your morning routine. You wake up, maybe take your meds, and follow it with a glass of water. Sounds like the right thing to do, doesn't it, after all? Your doctor probably told you to take your pills with water. But what's often not explained clearly is how much water, when exactly to drink it, and whether food should come into the picture. That small detail can make a big difference. Drinking too much water too quickly on a completely empty stomach right after taking medication can cause nausea, bloating, or even heartburn. It can irritate your stomach lining or mess with how your body absorbs the medication. And on the flip side, if you've just eaten a large breakfast and wash your meds down with a big glass of water, that can also interfere, especially with medicines that are meant to be taken on an empty stomach. Your digestive system is more delicate than we often give it credit for. In the morning, it's still trying to find its balance. Hormones are adjusting, acidity levels are shifting, and when you throw in pills followed by a full glass of water, Your system might say, wait a minute, I wasn't ready for that. Margaret's story illustrates this perfectly. At 80, she'd been on thyroid medication for years. Say routine every morning, take her pill, drink a big glass of water, wait a bit, then eat breakfast. But suddenly she started feeling queasy. No changes in her meds, no new foods. Her blood work was fine, but the nausea kept coming. Finally, her doctor asked about her water habits. That's when they figured it out. She was drinking too much water too fast, too soon after her pill. Her stomach couldn't handle it, so she made a small adjustment. Instead of a big glass of water, she started sipping just a little bit, just enough to swallow the pill. Then she waited a good 45 minutes before eating breakfast. The nausea disappeared, and her follow-up blood work was even better than before. Pay attention to how your body reacts after medication. If you've been feeling queasy, foggy, or uncomfortable in the mornings, don't just assume it's the meds or your age. It might be the way you're taking them, especially in relation to water. Mistake pound 5, skipping breakfast. Mistake number 5, skipping breakfast and replacing it with only water. Let's be honest, there's a lot of advice out there these days, and not all of it fits everyone. You might have heard things like just drink water in the morning or skip breakfast, let your body fast. And sure, that might work for some younger folks or people doing strict health programs, but for older adults, starting your day with only water and skipping food can quietly wear you down. When you wake up in the morning, your body has already been fasting overnight, maybe 8 to 10 hours without food. Your blood sugar is low, your energy reserves are thin, your brain needs fuel to think clearly, and your muscles need nutrients to stay strong. Drinking water without eating anything might feel okay at first, but as the hours pass, many people start feeling tired, shaky, moody, or mentally foggy. They think it's stress or poor sleep, but often it's just a lack of nourishment. Water can help rehydrate your cells, yes, but it can't replace the nutrients your body needs to function, especially if you follow that water with coffee and nothing else. You're actually pushing your system further out of balance. You're stimulating your body with no foundation underneath it. Alice's experience shows how important this is. At 69, sharp and independent, she was trying to simplify her mornings. She'd read about intermittent fasting, so she stopped eating breakfast, just drank water until noon. At first, she lost a little weight and thought it was working, but soon she noticed her mood dipping, her memory got fuzzy. She'd repeat things without realizing it. Her daughter picked up on it and encouraged her to visit her doctor. Turns out there was no major health issue. Alice just wasn't getting enough fuel in the morning. Her brain was running on empty. Once she added a small breakfast, nothing big, just a boiled egg, a slice of toast, some fruit. Her energy came back. She felt brighter, steadier, more like herself again. Don't mistake less for better, especially when it comes to food in the morning. Water is part of a healthy routine, absolutely. But your body also needs real fuel to get going. A little protein, a bit of fiber, something to hold you up so your mind stays sharp and your body feels strong. In conclusion, it's amazing how something as simple as water, the thing we've been drinking our whole lives, can feel so different as we get older. Not because it changed, but because we changed. Our bodies are wiser now, more sensitive, and they ask us to listen a little more closely than we used to. That's really what today's conversation has been about. It's not about fear. It's not about rules. It's about awareness. Learning to notice the small things that can quietly affect how we feel every day. Because when your mornings feel off, when you're lightheaded, bloated, anxious or foggy, it doesn't always mean something's wrong with you. Sometimes it just means your routine needs a gentle adjustment. Maybe you'll decide to skip the ice, cold water tomorrow and go with something room temperature. Maybe you'll slow down, take small sips instead of rushing through it. Maybe you'll stop using that old plastic bottle and switch to a fresh glass one. Or maybe you'll pair your water with a bit of breakfast just to give your body the energy it deserves. If anything in this video spoke to you, if something clicked or made you think about your own routine a little differently, that's a beautiful thing. It means you're still growing, still learning, still investing in your health. And let me tell you, that mindset is powerful. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I hope you'll try one of these tips tomorrow and just see how you feel. Trust your body, it'll let you know. If you found this helpful, please hit that like button and share this video with someone you care about, a friend, a sibling, maybe even a neighbor. You never know who might be dealing with the same things in silence. And good news, we upload new health and wellness videos like this one every day. That's right, a fresh video with practical, useful advice is waiting for you each morning. So make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on tomorrow's topic. Our community is growing every day with people just like you who want to live their best, most comfortable lives. Join us. Drop a comment below with which of these 5 mistakes you might be making, or better yet, which tip you'll try tomorrow. Remember, your comfort matters, your clarity matters, and you matter. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you right here tomorrow with another video just for you.